He's in Koyoyamba. Police or rather people are showing renewed interest in the story of a Utah sports legend more than 65 years after he made a splash on the national scene. News specialist John Daly tells us it's due to the surprise emergence of NBA star Jeremy Lin. John.
Well, that's right, Bruce. Lin has inspired his own sports craze, of course, called Linsanity, but he is not pro basketball's first Asian American player. That distinction belongs to the man who helped lead the University of Utah to not one, but two national championships back in the 1940s. It's the kind of story you couldn't make up. Lin puts it up. Jeremy Lin, an NBA player of Taiwanese descent who went to Harvard, now leading the New York Knicks to 6 straight wins.
It's really a Cinderella story.
Following it closely, former Utah Ute basketball star Wat Misaka.
It's unbelievable. Beyond any wildest dream.
If anything, Misaka's story rivals Lin's. Misaka, whose parents are Japanese, grew up in Utah, played at Weber State, then the U of U.
My career at the university was just a short 2 years, but the two fairly significant years.
The defensive guard helped lead the Utes to national championships both years, including 1944, while the U.S. was still at war with Japan and other Japanese Americans were living in internment camps.
At the time when I felt like sports transcended war.
Arnie was Misaka's teammate.
He played so hard that he got great ovations in New York City during the wartime because of how he played, not because of who he was.
Josh Farron, Arnie's grandson, is co-author of a book about the 1944 Ute team and Misaka called Blitz Kids.
I think it's one of the great forgotten stories of basketball.
Misaka was drafted and played for a short time with the Knicks, Lin's team, making him the first Asian American pro player.
The old heritage is something to be proud of, and I'm sure that he feels the same way.
Now, this may not be the last we hear of Wat Misaka's story. The rights to that book we were talking about, Blitz Kids, have apparently been sold, and it could someday become a Hollywood movie. Bruce Danny, back to you.
All right, thanks.